Rosa set to kick off.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage of that, they'll try to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw him. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 4-yard line.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At
their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
34 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jacobs now. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Carr. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 47. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
They go play action here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 8. It's a gain of 34. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
14. Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
The last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To John Ross.
John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The extra point.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Raiders 8.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
On 4-point after.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll let this go deep for runs. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some off tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds just shy.
29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down. Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Carr again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
On the throwaway.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
93.
Carr to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. So
definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it? And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielding at about the 28. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. If they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jacobs from the gun, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Burrow on play action. And he's got this down to the 35. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be.
And now look at this. Big gain Buffalo. And the Raiders pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Sam Hubbard.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Carr, a quick hitter, complete. It's Jacobs, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Carr, a quick throw, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd.
They're not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And now here's another interception. Picked wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To C.J. Uzomah.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's a room to roam now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 13. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Being chased out left. That is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Up 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the gun, Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.